What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Alex here from Team Generations, and today we are back again with another video. This time we're going to be looking at a pretty polarizing product. We are going to be looking at the 3 new trial decks for Overdress. So this, like I said, is a very polarizing product. A lot of controversy going on with this right now in terms of reselling, just the product itself. So this video is going to be not only an opening, but kind of a discussion on kind of the many flaws of this product and what it really means for the future kind of going forward, and what Bushiroad really can improve upon, and just some of the struggles that we're going through in the current game at the moment. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, let's start off with the Lianorn deck over here. Just want to show you the packaging. Obviously it is sealed over here. Has a nice little, like, I've never seen a trial deck kind of like this before with the box on there. Let's open this guy up. Let's see, is there an easy open over here? Let's see, can I get that there? But overall, like I said, there's been an issue with some of the pre-orders, or I guess just the pricing of this product. Sorry if this is super loud in the mic right now. There we go, so we got the main box open. But this actually comes with a pretty cool PR that we need across multiple formats, and it's really driven up the price of this product to ridiculous kind of points. Like, honestly, like, these are selling for $30 to $40 for these. There's not even triple rares kind of included in here. There's a chance to get a foil, but let's take a look at the product first, and I'll kind of start digging into it as we go along. So the trial decks, like the boxes themselves, kind of flimsy. They're like hard plastic. They're not even hard plastic. They're kind of like bendable, flimsy. I mean, you can get away with putting decks in here for now, but I wouldn't like toss these in a crammed, packed kind of bag and expect it to really protect it. So just a heads up with that. If you have, like, you know, one of the Bushiroad kind of like sealed boxes to go around it, maybe that's fine, but let's put this off to the side for now. And I have to apologize, I don't know what happened, but my camera kind of stopped recording in the middle of this, so I have to kind of restart from where I was. But I basically opened the box over here, and it came with like a nice little like divider. Kind of gives you that flavor text you can see on like the outside of the box over there. And then it comes with these nice little punch outs over here, so you can punch them out and they become like, you know, crits, markers, counters, things like that, just to kind of help out new players and so on and so forth. I guess it's an okay product to kind of include. Something new. They haven't really done exactly that in the past. But looking at the additional contents, here is the big culprit. Obviously, we have the PR for the Sentinel card. So essentially, this is now an order card, and if your opponent has triple drive, you may pay this cost without. You can play this card without paying the cost. Essentially, just discard from your hand, becomes a PG. You know, this is needed in premium, needed pretty much in every single premium deck, needed in most grade 3 decks for Vanguard Overdress. Just, it's insane. This is like a necessary card, and it's included at a 1 of in a product as a promo. This is, of course, going to drive up your introductory format trial deck product to these heights that we're seeing it. I believe that's like the main culprit, in all honesty. I mean, I have to say, even myself, I pre-ordered 6 trial decks for Youthberk, just for these over here, and I got them at retail price, thank God. Shouts out to Gotham City Games, my locals on Long Island. If you guys want to swing by too, you could always drop me a DM on Twitter, whatever. I can help you, you know, come from the train, whatever the case is. You can always help you out. But this is the big boy, the contention piece right there, and you do get the deck obviously sealed up over there. We get the playmat over here, and also you kind of get like a strategy guide, I think, too, underneath there. Let me just open this up, and then yeah, so it has a nice little art on one side, kind of shows you the zones that you want to be on, and then I think on the other side it kind of gives you like a beginner format, just, you know, back row rear guards, you know, your vanguards here, has some other zones off to the side as well over here. Kind of hard for me to show that, but let's just get that out of the way. We all kind of know what that's about at this point, and this is like the terrible part, honestly. Like, you get this pack over here to kind of upgrade some cards, and I guess we'll open that at the end. But you don't even have the chance to get a triple rare out of this, and I guess that's okay, because these are just foils, like, whatever. I guess it is what it is, but unsealing that right there, we are going to get 4 copies of Leonor, our Vanguard, so that's going to go 1 copy in the Ride deck. And we get these new, like, you know, demonstration cards, demo cards. These are garbage. Like, you can't really use them. I guess if you're learning the game, like, it's whatever, but I'm going to take them out of my deck, just because I know I'm going to replace them with the cards that come in the pack. So, again, another vanilla card, another kind of option to maybe bring some cool bugs to Overdress, and they just kind of fell on their face there. Alright, so we're going to take them out. You know, more of the trial deck PGs. The new PGs are getting reprinted in set 6, so don't, you know, spring for crazy prices on them as of right now. And then we get pretty much rainbows over here, and then your Overtrigger. Oh wow, that's actually a really cool heel. I like this art a lot. But our Overtrigger is actually in the pack over here. So let me show you this pack, what I was kind of talking about. Open that up over here. Oh boy, that was tough. So you have a chance to get a foil card. So these are the ones you're going to replace in the deck. What is my foil card? I guess it's the grade 2 on the Ride line, which is not too bad. I guess I'll take it. is what it is. So let me just slot that in there. Where is the grade 2? Guess it's there, whatever. Where's there 1, 2, 3, 4? But overall, you know, I think there are some cards in here that only come at a 2 of. I think maybe it's one of the grade 3s, but overall, like, I just don't think it's okay to not include triple rares in here. And on top of that, just create a promo card that's a 1 of. That is like such an issue. So, you know, and then for a new player too, I have to like sit here and try to like reorganize this deck and like make sure I'm coming in at 50 cards. I want to just like open the product, honestly, sleeve it up and play it. Like when I first got into, you know, Vanguard, you were able to kind of do that. I just dicked around too, like trial decks with my friends. You know, for me to have to like sit here and get rid of these cards over there and then swap them out, come into 50, think about, you know, oh, is this better than that? Is that better than that? Like, it's kind of annoying in all honesty. So am I happy with the actual product itself? I would definitely say no. I don't think the promo rare or the PR kind of card is worth it and really just necessary. I think you could have distributed that in a lot better manner. I think that there are other ways too that they really could have done it, and this goes for a lot of PRs in general. There is a lot of promo rares going around right now, which we'll discuss in the next trial deck opening as we get into it. So let's get into a Youthberk copy over here and get started. Next up over here, of course, matching the theme of the mat, we have Youthberk. So it's for Raika Koshiba. Personally, my favorite of the 3 decks. I think this obviously is a competitively viable deck later in set 7, which is kind of sad to say. I know they're speeding it up, like in Japan. You know, they came out within a month of each other, set 6 and set 7, I believe. Quote me if I'm, don't quote me, I might be wrong. But I think English is getting this, you know, October, this one, and then December, early December, we're getting the set 7. So I don't like that there's so much time in between the Japanese game and our game. You know, it's like, I'm looking forward to a new set. All of a sudden, you know, I see results for it, you know, 3-4 months in advance, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is like a stale old set. Alright, so I took care of opening the packaging and just getting it out of the, plastic container over here. And of course we can see this one says Raika Koshiba on it over here. Again, same flimsy kind of plastic. So we're going to put that off to the side. And then hopping right into the meat and potatoes of it all, we have the same kind of packaging. A little bit of flavor text over here. Let's get that plastic stuff off. I mean, the paper stuff off over here. And I'm not going to really go through the mat and whatnot. We know the deal at this point. You know, you've seen the counter markers over here. There we go. And we're going to get through this stuff, you know, just the order zone, this, that. Let's go through the deck really quickly and show what we get over here. Let's unpackage this. All right, cool. So we get one of the foil, guaranteed one of the foils over here. We get 4 of that. Again, the garbage cards that pretty much are going to get taken out of the deck. And we have 1 Revel form kind of thing. It's really not terrible. Like, thinking about it, back in like early V or whatever, if you have something that just like rewrote from hand at the end of battle, I guess I get it. It has no multi-attacks, but for a trial deck, like, I feel like this is pretty cool. It's a decent ability to kind of get that extra 15k. If you Persona Ride, gets an extra crit. You know, decent overall. And I think that they could have included a couple more copies of certain things, but again, getting rid of this garbage over here. Really cool art on that, but let's look at that. What is that? Knight of Parting's Leonor? Something like that. But pretty cool art. Shadow Paladin-esque. Kind of the theme of this deck. A little bit of royals, a little bit of golds in here, as you can see. But a lot of this stuff does get kind of replaced in the deck. We're going to take those out. You get the nice little trial deck PGs in here, which is, at the end of the day, it's whatever. I guess it's still a PG. The grade 1s. And yeah, I really, really like these new crits. This is a super cool looking Shadow Paladin kind of guy over here. And little gold Paladin tire. Little royal Paladin front, it looks like. A little like Angel Feather kind of, yeah, Angel Feather, I would say, kind of heel. So I actually really like the art on some of these triggers, which is pretty cool. Let's open the pack over here. All right, so open the pack off camera. Let me just zoom out over here on my camera again. There we go. So we are now going to get into it. And again, these packs kind of replace the proxy cards that they kind of gave you to kind of explain the game if you want to play vanilla, to kind of learn. This is the big point of contention, honestly. Like, this card is actually really good for the clan, and it's like $11 right now at the time of recording. Ooh, when I get a foil version of it, I love that. That is great. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. But outside of it, like, you know, just to get a foil version of this kind of card, like, it's whatever, it's fine. But this should have been included in the deck just to make it a little bit more available. That's pretty cool how it looks. You know, looks like it's continuing over there. Overall, like I said, not too happy with these extra packs or whatever. Like, I get it, they'll help you kind of buff out the deck and make it a little more blingy and whatnot, but you know, just not a great product in my opinion. So that is the Youthberk kind of deck. Let's get into the last one, the Drajeweled. All right, so lastly over here, the Jujeweled one. Let's just pop this open really fast. And I kind of like this guy. I think that he is pretty good overall. It's kind of fun. I just don't play a lot of Dark States deck. Like, I have Bruce, have Barrow, but, you know, it's just because they've been around forever and I had so many, you know, prize packs and whatnot back when the game was actually like adequately supplied, I guess. But opening that up right there, we're gonna pop this open, and I kind of like the purple aesthetic of this guy. Kind of gives us a very what's the card this kind of looks like? Again, same kind of plastic flimsy over here. Don't really need to review that again. Gives it a certain aesthetic. I can't remember the card that I'm thinking of, but purple on the side, little flavor text, same as the other ones over here. Gives you an idea of the deck in general and what it does. Going to have the same contents as the other guys over there, which is good. And then we are not going to have to review a ton of that. That's fine. It's fine. Again, we have the promo card, which is excellent. You know, we want it, but it's not good for the product for the game itself. So it is what it is. And let's hop into the deck first, because I really don't know too much about this deck. So let's kind of explore it together. Drajeweled over here. This card will be wrote upon is regarded as demonic target Drajeweled. That's fine. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, we're going to Soul Blast 4 cards of different grades. Choose your opponent's Vanguard, and then at the end of turn, increase or decrease this power to 1. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this guy gets an additional crit that becomes 1 crit. Okay, so Soul Blast 4 or more cards at the time of the cost for this ability. This guy gets 5k. Making it a little bit difficult. So what is that? 5k, so it becomes an 18k. Theirs basically becomes 15k is still not even enough for like a 1 to pass. So that's pretty interesting. I think with some of the later support it gets a little better. So let's hop into it. 1 foil of that. We're going to get rid of the garbage ride line kind of things over here. 1, 2, 3, all gone. Wow, that art's actually really cool. What does that do? When this unit attacks, Vanguard Jujeweled, Catalyst ones gets 10k in the battle. Mana puts in soul. Pretty cool. Seems decent. And more garbage. Really cool art on these. Wow, these actually look pretty cool. This looks like a Pale Moon-esque kind of card right there. This is going to be when Gordon on by a grade 2 or greater. You may soul charge 1. So wonder if this is it's on rear guard. When this is unit boost to grade 2 or greater. Okay, that's pretty cool. Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, counterblast 2 and draw a card. I don't know, it's a little heavy, but you know, there's not a lot of counterblasts as far as I can see right now in this deck. Gonna do the PGs. Cool on triggers, and I really, again, this just continues the trend of I really like the art on these triggers. That is pretty cool stuff. Wow, what is that? Kind of like a DI card. Pretty cool. And lastly, kind of like a Pale Moon. So wow, those are actually really cool. I do actually like this deck, and I want to play it. So maybe I'll get into it. Who knows? Let's open up the pack over here and get into that. All right, so starting right off, what is the card that we're gonna have foiled? Let's check it out. Replaces a bunch of stuff. Nice. What is it? The grade 1. So this guy plays on rear guard. Top 2 cards. Choose 1 card, put in your soul. Put the rest on the back of your deck. I guess that's okay. I think it's like a playable card, at least maybe for the strategy. I don't 100% know. So maybe I did good. Maybe I did bad. Who knows? Not me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, summarizing my thoughts on this failed product in that the launch, I don't know if there just was not enough product to go around. The PR card, I think, in my mind, is what really did it. This is a high demand product. This is something that should not have been included at a one-of in a trial deck, especially in a format where you're trying to get people into the game. Just no bueno overall. I really do not like that. Many overdressed decks need it. Again, many premium decks need it. I personally don't really appreciate that at all. So thank you guys again. If you guys want any of the cards that you see here today, you can shop through our link down in the TCG player, link down in the description below. Absolutely no cost to you. Help support the channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you guys enjoy any of these videos, and it keeps me kind of motivated to do more discussion videos and whatnot if you guys kind of show me love on this. So thank you in advance. This is Alex from Team Generations signing out.